We often speak of invention as a disruptive force that changes the world. But if you ask 10 people today where food comes from, they're likely to say the grocery store. This is just about the only way to fully appreciate what one young man did, a working-class immigrant from Scotland, and how he changed the world. Ask 10 people where food comes from back in James Oliver's time. 9 out of 10 Americans would say, from our farm. In so many ways, James Oliver was the Steve Jobs of his day. Before city lights, computers, cars, world wars, man on the moon, the internet, or social media, one man right here in northern Indiana patented a plow that wouldn't break if you hit a rock, wouldn't clog in sticky soil, and wouldn't bend after years of use. A revolutionary, disruptive force so significant that a plaque at the Gateway to the West in St. Louis once said, "If you're heading to the great American West, among the things you can't live without is an Oliver chilled plow." But the story of this amazing home isn't a tale of the well-heeled or the fortunate few. It's a story of one family whose lifetime works helped shape this community, if not the entire world. COPSHAHOLM, named after the Scottish village where James Oliver was born.
If you looked at Mr. Oliver, he didn't come by this easily. He came from Scotland with nothing, and he worked hard at it, built a business in the community by staying focused and trying to deliver a product that was needed by his customers. And he did that not only here, but around the world.
The young James Oliver worked every menial job he could. At one point, he was making a whopping 50 cents every week. He did carpentry, cast metal, co-founded several businesses with friends, and became obsessed with creating a better plow, the one thing just about everyone on Earth needed to survive. When he patented a chilling process to cool hot metal quickly, he invented one of the most durable plows ever made, the Oliver Chill Plow. And it changed everything. At the age of 15, his son J.D., who had a mind for math, became bookkeeper for the company. While the elder James liked working in the factory with everyone else, J.D. made Oliver plows the most popular in the world. Train cars filled with Oliver products headed from the plant in South Bend in every direction and to every corner of the planet. Up to 50 boxcars packed floor to ceiling every day.
He was a genius not only in creating the plow, but how he developed the business around the world. You go in and you see names and you see letters from people all over the world talking about the plow and how it's being used in Uruguay, or how it's being used in Brazil, or how it's being used in other parts of the world.
The Oliver family, who once had nothing, was suddenly wealthy. But their work ethic never changed. They built a block of beautiful homes in downtown South Bend, the Presbyterian Church that still stands on Lafayette Boulevard, an opera house, and the finest hotel in the Midwest. When the hydraulic power plant along the west race of downtown could no longer serve the needs of their factory, they built a new power plant just a few blocks south of J.D.'s new mansion on Chapin Street. COPSHAHOLM. The Olivers built the largest electric sign in the country, a full football field in length to adorn the warehouse. Yeah, electricity was new, and the sign was so bright, neighbors actually complained.
But you got something in your heart to give.
Humble and generous, the Olivers treated employees like family, hired women when others wouldn't. And when South Bend had no money to build a city hall, they built it for South Bend. The Olivers helped revolutionize farming with tractors.
Old man Oliver, as I referred to him as he was building the company, guys were arguing over what the seat should be like, and he cut off a barrel, put sand in it, went over, sat in it like that, and he says, "That's the seat, make it." And that became the seat for their Oliver tractors, and then Ford tractor and White motor, and for years and years to come.
In the 60s and 70s, the agriculture business was changing, and as the third generation of family slowed down, their children embraced the affection that the Olivers had for this community by giving the mansion to our own history museum, so as to leave it in good hands. Visiting COPSHAHOLM is like stepping back in time to the early 20th century and the day-to-day lives of the Oliver family. An authentic, down-to-earth family that resisted the label of wealthy industrialists. When Joseph, son of J.D. and Anna, visited a banker in nearby Chicago, the banker got upset because Joseph spent time visiting with the receptionist, and the stuffy banker thought that was just not proper. As for the patriarch, James Oliver cared deeply about everyone who worked for him. If someone was sick, he'd often bring food. James Oliver was thoughtful, and he liked being a common man.
We've really hit the home run because of the generosity of the family, because of the caring nature of the family.
How do you thank a young Scottish immigrant, his entire family, for making life on this planet better, for changing the world, and giving so much of their good fortune to one humble community here in the American Midwest?
Until you see it and feel it, walk through it, you just don't appreciate what's unique about it, what a wonderful treasure it is for our community.
You welcome visitors from across the nation and around the world into the everyday lives of the Oliver family here at COPSHAHOLM.